Alright, let's get this straight. You stayed up all night binge watching cat videos, and now you're wondering why your brain feels like it's been through a blender? Let's start with a little history lesson, because nothing says I told you so like a nuclear disaster. Ever heard of Chernobyl? Yeah, that 1986 meltdown that turned a power plant into a radioactive no-go zone? Guess what played a role? Sleep deprivation. Workers were operating on little to no sleep, and their impaired decision-making contributed to the catastrophe. Your brain on no sleep is like a pilot flying blind, except instead of a plane, it's a nuclear reactor. Not ideal. Have you ever cried over a commercial for toilet paper? That's sleep deprivation turning your brain into a walking soap opera. Your amygdala, the emotional control center of your brain, goes into overdrive when you're sleep deprived. Studies show that without sleep, the amygdala becomes 60% more reactive to negative stimuli. Your brain is basically a drama queen on steroids. And don't even get me started on stress. Without sleep, your cortisol levels skyrocket. Research from the University of Pennsylvania found that just one night of no sleep can spike cortisol by up to 37%. Suddenly, your to-do list feels like a horror movie, and your boss's email might as well be a declaration of war. Your brain on no sleep is like a toddler throwing a tantrum. Everything is a crisis. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that's supposed to be the seal of decision-making, is basically on vacation. Studies show that sleep deprivation reduces activity in the prefrontal cortex by up to 30%. Meanwhile, the rest of your brain is like, wait, what are we doing again? Memory? Gone. Focus? What's that? Just 24 hours without sleep can impair your memory as much as being legally drunk. And don't even try to do math. Your brain will be like 2 plus 2? Banana? It's like your brain is running on dial-up internet, while the rest of the world is on 5G. You might wonder, how long could I stay awake? Well, someone already did the experiment for you, so don't try this at home. The longest someone has gone without sleep is 11 days, 25 minutes. Back in 1964, a high school student named Randy Gardner pulled this off for a science fair project. When asked if he'd do it again, Randy said, "No, your brain doesn't love being pushed to its absolute limits. And don't even think about catching up on sleep. You know, that whole I'll just sleep 10 hours on Saturday to make up for all those late nights thing? Yeah, science says that's a big no. A Harvard study showed that even if you sleep extra to compensate, your reaction times and focus still take a hit. Your brain isn't a bank. You can't just deposit sleep whenever it's convenient. Consistent sleep is the key, not a weekend sleep marathon. Sleep is like your brain's reset button. It's the time when your brain files away memories, repairs itself, and chills out. Without it, your brain is basically a malfunctioning robot with a bad attitude. Think of your brain like a phone. Sleep is the charger. Skip the charger, and your battery life drops to 1%. And nobody likes a phone that dies mid-text. So do yourself a favor and hit the hay. Your brain, body, and everyone around you will thank you. And that's your brain on sleep deprivation, backed by science, history, and a whole lot of caffeine. If you learned something, give this video a like, subscribe for more brainy breakdowns, and hit that bell so you don't miss out. Now go take a nap. Peace out.